to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is well. This may be a reading that may resonate with you on some level if you happen to have Capricorn in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus dominant in your chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Capricorn. There might be some information in this reading that may actually resonate with you. Let's dive right in. I wanted to offer you a trigger warning. I wanted to let you know that there may be some sensitive material, not maybe, there's guaranteed some sensitive material that's going to be discussed in this reading today. And if you feel like you're not in the headspace to really, hear about sensitive subjects, then here's your opportunity to click off. Otherwise, those of you who are ready to roll with me, let's dive right in. Let's see what's really going on for the Capricorn nation. Capricorn, it feels like you're burnt out. You're close to being burnt out. It feels like, I don't know, you're a work mule. You're very overly, hyper focused on your work this week. And I think that your guides are telling you, once again, Capricorn, you got to find balance with some things that you're working on or that you're really focused on. It does look like maybe you're busy this week really trying to increase your money, or you're trying to experience some type of a growth here. So it feels like this is where you're really paying a lot of attention. You might be glued to your desk this week. Like I said, hyper focused on your money. Maybe you're trying to improve your finances. I think that you might be going through a living situation right now that's temporary. Some of you maybe you're looking for a way out of your living situation. Maybe you want to move. Looks like you're experiencing some type of pain. This could, on some level, this is like emotional pain, some type of trauma that you're dealing with when it comes to a love situation here. Did you lose somebody? Capricorn. Or maybe, you know how that saying goes, if you can't be with the one you love the one you're with. So maybe some of you Capricorns or cross watchers, you're with somebody that you're really not in love with. There's somebody else that you're really in love with, but maybe you feel, again, like you can't be with that person, and maybe that's what this emotional pain is about. Yeah, I think you're irritated with someone. You lost communication with someone. It's like the connection is gone. The thrill is gone. Or like I said, you lost communication with someone. There's definitely a Scorpio. This is overwhelming. That's what I mean. Did somebody pass away? Who am I reading? I'm reading for Capricorn. Scorpio. You're dealing with water sign, Pisces, Cancers, but highlighted here is specifically Scorpio, and you got Gemini. There's a conversation that might need to be handled a bit delicately. And there's a situation here. It feels like somebody wants to dead a situation, basically. There might be some ongoing drama, ongoing issues between you and someone. They want to dead the drama between the two of you. It feels like you're trapped in some type of cycle. It's like somebody wants to be happy. I see some, maybe you're not really thinking clearly right now. I think you do want to move. I think that it might be a lack of funds that might kind of be blocking you, Capricorn nation, from making the moves that you want to make or getting the type of home that you want to live in. Because I don't really feel like you're completely happy with your living situation. And this is why I feel like part of the reason that you're trying to increase your money, because it feels like it's time to move. And I think you might have Cancer in your chart. The reason I say this is because it feels like you remember every single thing. Whatever somebody put you through, whatever somebody said, it's like you don't seem to let go of it. And to me, that's a signature of a Cancerian or a Taurus, holding on to stuff. I don't ever forget. I remember every detail of everything. It's like you have a photographic memory when it comes to maybe something that somebody said. I think that you could be going on some type of a journey. Or maybe you're wanting to get out of your normal four walls, your normal routine. Because it really does feel like you're feeling tired, you're feeling down, you're feeling frustrated. So this is again why your guides are talking about balance. There's a Virgo here for some of you. See, I'm looking at this card here. Oh, there's two here. You see this card says words have power? Again, whatever this is, communication, this is what I mean. There's something that you may need to handle delicately. But what I did see is this card was, wow, okay. This card was covering part of the word here. And what brought my attention here was you can move. So I feel like maybe you do feel trapped in your situation. Something is going to free you up where you can move. And then I see you can move in. Maybe this is somebody coming back to try to move in with you. I think that you're going to get some type of answer maybe about a place that maybe you're wanting to move to. It feels like it's a yes. Or if there was some type of red tape blocking you from being, like I said, making you from making the moves that you want to make, it feels like that's going to be freed up for you. I feel like you're going to be making some very positive business decisions this week. I think you're a communicator. I think that you write. You communicate through written word, or you communicate through verbal. You know, you come up as an activist. So I feel like there's something that you say, something that you communicate, whether it's publicly, because I really do feel like for some of you, you're a public speaker. I did mention Virgo now, and I did say Gemini in the beginning. Because you got this Knight of Swords here talking about Gemini. And you got Mercury talking about Virgo and Gemini as well. Are you preparing a speech possibly? Writing a paper? Oh, I think, honestly, there's someone that you absolutely love, but maybe you feel like they're stubborn, they're unwilling to change. See, it feels like something was said. Okay? Like somebody said something and maybe it didn't just end in like a verbal altercation, or someone just didn't say something that was very aggressive. It feels like that it could have followed up by somebody's actions, or maybe you saw them act a certain way, or this is you maybe looking back, reflecting on maybe something that you did or said or somebody else. Okay, it feels like somebody feels like they scared themselves that day. Somebody said something and it created a lot of pain, a lot of emotion. This could be you cracking under a lot of pressure. Since we're talking about pressure, I want to say sinus pressure. You might be having a lot of sinus pressure. And why do I want to say concussion? That's what this death is about. I know I said this a while back. Somebody passed away from blunt force trauma to the head. So I want to go back to that, like some domestic violence. Somebody caused someone some type of physical trauma. But you got death here. Something could have resulted in death. If it doesn't have anything to do with domestic violence, and this might have something to do with, I don't know, something here. It feels like your arguments could get pretty intense. Now, if this is not something that's happening between you and someone, keep in mind, this could be a backstory. There's more than one person in this reading. There's likely like a third-party situation, or there's other people involved in the background. This is not your story directly. It's connected to you in some type of way. It could be in an indirect type of way. I think that you have separated yourself from someone, because it does feel like, you know, maybe you are raising children on your own. This is you, Mother Earth. You could definitely be, this is you, the Earth sign. Maybe you were raised by a single mother. You got a lot of work success getting ready to come in. I don't know if you know that. Somebody passed. It looks like... Let me see what's going on. Somebody's looking for you, Capricorn. It's like, I think you're a diamond in the rough. And it's like looking for you is like looking for a needle in a haystack. It's like somebody is trying to locate you. They see your value. Maybe somebody is concerned about your happiness or well-being. Or this could be you doing some type of checkup, welfare checkup on a child. I think that maybe this is you this week, maybe having misunderstandings. Or you had a misunderstanding with someone. For some of you, this has something to do with a child because you see this child crying in the background. This could be a parent that's really hard on a child. Or this could be you, your childhood trauma could really be coming up. For some of you, you're repeating the same patterns that you saw as a child. You grew up with a very aggressive parent, and maybe you're repeating those same issues or patterns with your kids. Maybe you're repeating what you saw, right, as a kid. Are you getting glasses, contacts, Capricorn? I got the same thing for Gemini. Maybe there's something that you may need to look at closer. Something may need a closer examination. We're going to see what that's about. You're burnout. You're hurt about something. You're irritated with someone. You feel like you're a slave to your job. Maybe you feel like you can't get the time off that you need. You might be wanting to take a vacation. But you kind of feel trapped at work. Feeling like there's a lot of pressure that you put on yourself to maintain this level of achievement that maybe you're working on. And maybe for some of you, you've been working very hard to achieve some type of level or status, and it's just kind of like hasn't happened yet. Maybe you're going on some type of a retreat. You could be getting some type of unconventional medicine. I think that you have been having some type of health problem. If it's not physical health, then this is definitely emotional health. You got some pains in your body. For some of you, this is your child going through some type of emotional pain. Because I really do feel like there's something that may need to be resolved between you and a child. This could be you and your parent. You could be the adult child in the situation, Capricorn. When this comes to children, okay, it feels like someone may feel as though the parents are not dedicated or that they're not really spending a lot of time with them. And there's a child that might feel like they have a lot of burdens to bear and they have a lot of secrets. They got some skeletons in the closet and maybe some things that they haven't told you about. So I think that there might be a kid that might be internalizing a lot of things, a lot of emotions. And this could be a kid that might act out because maybe they feel like they don't have an outlet for their feelings. I promise you, there's a kid that's going through a lot of emotional pain. If this is you and a child, it feels like there's a parent or a sibling, maybe an older sibling. They feel like somebody automatically takes sides without really hearing them out. And somebody might feel, this could be a child that might feel like their parent is giving them the runaround because it looks like there's a parent that may not be able to find balance or create boundaries with their work schedule. And there might be a child that might look at this situation completely differently. It looks like you're looking at the situation that maybe you have a household to maintain. Like I said, some of you, you're single parents, but there may be a kid that might really just need for a parent to pour more time into them. Give them some type of life skill or instruction about life, because it really does feel like you're dealing with a kid that might be suffering with issues of self-worth. And there might be a kid that really needs guidance. And, you know, they might be kind of like caught up in the drama or caught up in the whirlwind of your life right now. There's a kid that might want to feel protected and, again, guided. But it feels like there's a parent that feels a lot of pressure to make a living. But yeah, there might be a kid that maybe this is why there's a lot of tension in the household, because there's, again, a lot of pressure. You and your spouse or you and whomever, it feels like the arguments It feels like you're arguing on a toxic level. And it feels like there's a relationship that's on the rocks. And maybe right now things are tense. And maybe this is possibly why you might be finding yourself distancing yourself. Heat. So it really does feel like there's friction, there's heat between you and someone. I got this for Aries. There was a song called Slow Down, because I can't take the heat. So maybe there's somebody that feels like they can't take the pressure. Or maybe it's just very hot where you are. And it's starting to get to you. For some of you, this is at work. There's a respect factor here. You might feel exploited in some type of way. You feel like you're struggling on your own. There's no support. There's no feeling of togetherness, working together at work. There's somebody that's really trying to disempower you in some type of way. And yeah, it feels like there's some frustrations. I promise you, there's a child that might feel like, or whomever this is, might feel like you're taking your frustrations out on them. You? If somebody feels maybe that you are doing this, Capricorn, or that is being done to you. Or like I said, it feels like it might be a child. Somebody a runaway. If not, then this feels like this is an adult that tries to run away from their problems. Alright, I'm going to see. You're trapped in some type of a cycle here, Capricorn. It feels like, like I said, it's the intensity of the arguments. What is it? Yep, you are stuck in a cycle. There's a Leo that shows up very prominently to your reading. Misunderstandings this week. Somebody might be having a lot of selective hearing. You say one thing, they hear another. And see, this might be somebody that could be on social media. They act like everything's all good, right? They're like faking for the gram, basically. Or this might be something that might be popping up this week. This feels like this already happened, to be honest. I think that you're in love with someone that you feel is absolutely aggressive. And I think right now you're going to be shifting your focus, just like we talked about in the beginning, to work. And whomever this is that you broke up with, this person that maybe betrayed you, for some of you this is a friend that maybe betrayed your trust in some type of way. Maybe you had a fallout with a friend, a misunderstanding with a friend. And maybe there's still some hurt feelings having to do with that. Because I promise you, there's some type of emotional pain having to do with some type of a betrayal. This could have been a friend that may have gone behind your back. Or that this could be the perception that maybe has been painted. And maybe something that they found out about could have created a lot of pain and barriers between the two of you. And yes, a Leo. There's been a delay since maybe you've spoken to someone, since that whole debacle may have happened. Maybe you feel that someone doesn't honor or respect either your boundaries or what you have to offer. And maybe you feel like somebody gave you, put in a fake effort in a situation. I think that somebody, maybe you haven't heard from someone in particular. This could have been a friend, a co-worker possibly. And maybe you had a connection with whatever. It looks like they've been going through some things. Maybe they've been thinking about you. They've been meaning to call you. But maybe they're experiencing some tension and frustrations in their own situation. Well, the thing is, it feels like there has been heat, maybe some drama, either between the two of you or in their own situation, completely isolated from you. They've been thinking about you. They've been really going through it. And somebody might be thinking about coming to maybe heal the situation. I promise you, somebody wants to dead the past. I think this what this death is about. So there may be somebody returning to you to see if maybe you guys can strike up a conversation. But because there's still some hurt feelings and bad blood, and maybe some things that were said in haste or said in anger, or that things that could have created some type of drama, maybe you might be a bit reluctant to accept this offer. You might feel like their offer is a bit bogus. It's a bit phony. It's a bit fake. Let's see. What's going through your head? Because it looks like there was some things that were said. Yeah, see. Somebody has been here before with others. If this has to do with a love relationship, it feels like you're dealing with someone. Did I say that before? You're trapped in some type of a cycle. This could be with your dating history. Has love made you a bit bitter? Somebody pretends that they don't care, while the other one does feel wronged. Yes, they're waiting for an apology. Who did I get this for? I believe it was Aries. And this could no doubt be an Aries, Sag, or Leo. But keep in mind, Leo comes up as the highlighted fire sign, and then you also have Scorpio. So somebody might be waiting for an apology. Somebody is acting like they don't care, but somebody is really hurt. They're in a lot of emotional pain over what was said. So somebody may want to come and resolve something. This could be somebody that's tatted up, or this could definitely be somebody watching you. We're gonna look at that in a minute, because I do feel like somebody could be watching your whereabouts. Anyway, if this has something to do with a friend, I think that there might be an apology. Somebody might come forward, and maybe you haven't heard from them in a minute, because, you know, somebody might feel like they want to come wherever you are, and they feel like they're not welcome in your home or welcome around you. And I think there's somebody that's tired of repeating the same cycle in their lives, either with you, because maybe this is you as a couple, or you and a family member, or this is just, like I said, within dating history. It feels like somebody has been hurt so much, right? Betrayed so many times that they kind of like beat you to the punch. You know what I mean? Like they push you away before you get the chance to hurt them. It's like they want to be the one to do the hurting, or feel like they have the control over the situation rather than the situation having control over them. Someone is coming to resolve something with you. For some of you, a relationship has become unstable because of somebody's infidelity, inability to be honest or tell the truth. Goodness, are you dealing with a boss that's putting you down? You see, somebody needs to be honest. And I think that this is what somebody is not doing. Instead, look at this mystery card. I think it's somebody's feelings about you that's a mystery. I think that somebody loves you, but it's a complete mystery to you because somebody won't be honest, or they won't be, you know, forthright to tell you how they feel or what's really on their mind. This has something to do with someone you're in separation from. And like it was mentioned before, there's flirtation here. This is why you feel like you can't trust someone. You might feel like someone is completely self-absorbed. Somebody cares more about appearances or the way that something looks, or feeling like they need to keep up with the Joneses rather than focusing on what really matters. So in other words, maybe you feel like somebody is superficial. Somebody around you at work is very competitive. Oh, that might be somebody that's trying to put you down or come at you sideways. You got somebody that's mentally unstable that's coming towards you at work this week, or they have in the past. Somebody's coming at you rather aggressively or speaking to you in a very aggressive tone. Maybe you come across as somebody who's woke. Maybe that has something to do with your purpose. We talked about you having some type of a calling. Maybe that's what somebody's jealous of. There's somebody running their mouth about you. The things that they say are completely dishonest, completely bogus. And it's like somebody doesn't want to see you win. They don't want to see you have some type of success. Capricorn, somebody might feel like you get too much success, or they feel like maybe you're full of yourself. Capricorn, somebody could have the wrong idea of you, the wrong impression of you. And they're making a lot of assumptions, and they're kind of like running with those assumptions that they're making. So in other words, yeah, that has something to do with the fact that somebody feels, maybe they feel invisible. See, somebody is reacting to you out of their own insecurities. They're trying to bring you down because they don't feel secure within themselves. This week, Capricorn Nation, it feels like you have a lot on your plate. You have a lot to kind of keep in motion. Work, family, and it feels like there's a need for you to maybe bring things within balance. This week, somebody might be popping up at your door. Remember, we talked about that card that said, you can't come where I'm going? Maybe you are moving. Does somebody know your address? That's what I mean. We saw that before. You have a stalker. Or for some of you, this is somebody that maybe you were in a relationship with before. This could even be your kids. I see somebody coming back home. Okay, it feels like maybe somebody might be bringing you something, some type of gift, some type of peace offering. Somebody might feel like you're not giving them the time of day, Capricorn, and what this person is bringing with them, though, is the same type of drama. See? Sovereign. Either this is facts, right? That somebody they act superior, or this is somebody's false impression. Anyway, I see that somebody likes to be dominant in the relationship. They like to wear the pants, so to speak. In the past, it feels like there was a need for honesty and some trust, because it looks like that may have gotten in the way and temptation may have gotten the best of somebody. Now it looks like they're coming home. Maybe for some of you, this is a long distance relationship. And maybe, maybe it's kind of difficult to keep love together between the two of you because somebody lives in a different location. And this could be why somebody might be coming to your home or coming to see you, popping up on you. The only thing is, it feels honestly like there's still somebody, there might be family members or whomever this is on the outside of the relationship that has an influence. Like there's other people, family or friends, that really don't approve of this connection. I think that somebody is missing you. And I really do feel like somebody wants to spend time with you. For some of you, this is an absentee parent. Because I see that maybe there's a missing father in the picture. This could be somebody that you have kids with. This could be who's coming home or coming to your door. Maybe this is somebody that wants to see children or be there to give some type of instruction. And you know what I mean? It's like somebody wants to step up and be a father or be a family. In the past, it feels like they let somebody else come in between the two of you, and it could have been the fact that they stepped out on their relationship. Now they're coming to you to talk, and they could be dropping you a message before they come by. There's a gift here, somebody's birthday. You could be dealing with a Virgo, or this might be a Virgo coming to your door. You have a Virgo child, possibly. So there's a text, an email. Somebody might be shooting you a message. They might be taking a risk to come by. And I guess it'll just be a free will decision about how you decide to move in this situation. So it does feel like you got out of a toxic relationship. You found some type of freedom from being away from this person. Maybe you have taken the time that you've needed to heal. Like I said, it feels as though there's somebody that wants you guys to dead the past. Things that they said, things that they did. I think that they want to paint a completely different impression. Maybe for some of you, this is somebody that's ready to be honest about some things. Capricorn, I don't know. I feel like this is something that you feel like you can't trust. So it's like you're waiting for an apology. The thing is, Capricorn Nation, I feel like you might get that apology. That might be a possibility. Because like I said, it does feel like somebody has been missing you. They've been thinking about you. They might be ready to offer up this apology. The only thing is, Capricorn Nation, like I said, it feels like this is, you don't quite trust this apology. It feels like this is a bogus apology. It feels like the apologies that they've given you in the past have been kind of half-assed. They give you this apology and they go right back to the same thing. Right back to the things that you have an issue with. Or things just go left between the two of you again. Doesn't have to be a partner. This could be a family member. A friend even, like I said. I don't think anybody, this person thinks that you're going to move, that you're going to budge, right? I think that this person thinks that you're irritated at them. And this person is well aware that they have hurt you a lot. Possibly beyond repair. And it's going to be up to you to figure out if this is something that you want to work on. Financial wise, okay, it feels like this is either you or somebody around you is having some cash flow issues. Again, this feels like this is why you're buried in your work right now. It feels like there's some type of financial dilemma that maybe you're trying to resolve. Or this is your addiction, work. Maybe, Capricorn Nation, you're a bit of a perfectionist. And let's see how that factors in. Oh, I think maybe somebody is comparing themselves to you. Oh, that's this whole thing with this whole jealousy situation. These are certain things that I wish that I didn't see in these readings. Because I do see that somebody is, because of this jealousy, it's like somebody might be trying to do some type of spell work, a hex on you. Like I said, somebody's watching you. All right, Holy Spirit, how is somebody watching somebody? What do they want? Ooh, 5 of Swords. Capricorn Nation, I promise you, you have an enemy. And I did say that this person is a loose cannon, mentally unstable. And this is somebody coming to you with some trickery. Somebody's playing games with you. Maybe you're very generous, you're very giving. I don't know. I just feel like somebody's coming to try to take advantage of you. Why? You guys are saying because you're winning. Professionally, it feels like you're killing the game. Like you're really motivated. You're very focused. And it feels like there's somebody that's just very obsessed. Yep. Gossip. Running their mouth about you. Lying about you. It's like, Capricorn Nation, somebody's trying to ruin your reputation. And they might have other people that they're trying to bring in on this, get other people to believe as they do, believe what they're saying. There's rumors being spread. That's what I mean. There's jealousy, there's trickery, somebody's running their mouth. Somebody might feel like you said something to them, you shaded them in some type of way. And so I think somebody, whether or not this is factual or not, it's like I said, somebody's mentally unstable. It could be that maybe they think that, or they heard that. That could be that they heard this through the grapevine. And this could be why somebody's coming to you with all this aggression. Anyway, somebody has an issue with you. They have a problem with you. running their mouth about you. So there may be some type of confrontation that may take place this week, Capricorn Nation. Yeah, see, somebody's making up stories about you. Or vice versa. Bear with me, Capricorn. I'm really trying to figure out why. Somebody's doing freezer spells on you. And I also feel that somebody's doing spell work on a child. Why? Treason. This feels like this is somebody that you trusted, you built a rapport with. Why do I feel like somebody is poisoning food too? Food taster court lady. I don't know. I just kind of get that sense that somebody could be poisoning somebody's food. Royal audience. Maybe, like I said, we talked about that at the top of the reading. You're a speaker. You're a communicator. You have an audience. You possibly could be a tarot reader on YouTube. How am I saying YouTube? That's super specific, isn't it? Let's see. Holy Spirit, show me what you have for Capricorn. What is going on? Thank you. They're being very clear. Chief of wickedness. That's what I mean. Somebody, Capricorn Nation, has evil intentions. This could potentially, this is somebody's story. It's not every Capricorn story out there. But if this is you, it feels as though somebody is watching you, watching your whereabouts, creating some type of hex, trying to block you in some type of way, hack into your information. This is something that's going on social media. This could definitely be somebody you might work on social media. Social media meaning it doesn't have to just be like YouTube or TikTok. This could be maybe on TV. Because like somebody is harassing you, putting you down on using fake profiles to harass you. I got this, I believe, for Gemini. I think you see through this. I think you already know who these people are. And I think that you're not easily fooled. But basically, it feels like your guides are saying, especially with the way that this Five of Swords looks, Capricorn Nation, this feels like your guides are saying, be mindful of your surroundings. Who's around you, what's around you, and who you let get close to you, or who you let in on specific information. Because it just, like I said, it really does feel like somebody has evil intentions towards you. It's like somebody is very jealous. They take it way too far. But that's what I see, some type of harassment. Somebody's heckling you, making accusations about you, getting other people involved. Yeah. This is what I mean. You come up as a speaker, right? You're somebody who motivates and inspires other people. And for some reason, yeah, see, so somebody's coming at you throwing daggers. And in some cases, goodness, I just do not like to be the bearer of bad news. But it's like, if I see it, I'm going to talk about it, Capricorn. It feels like somebody could be trying to create some type of bodily harm, because it looks like somebody just, like I said, is mentally unstable, and they're a fake and they're a fraud. So be mindful of that. Yep, you're a seer. I think that you see exactly what's going on. I definitely feel like you're a spiritualist of some type. Yep, see, messenger. I think you are a messenger, but you see this mask here. I promise you I got the same type of message for Gemini. It's like somebody is trying to disguise who they are. This is why you have this mystery card over here. It's like somebody is thinking that they're hiding who they are or hiding their identity, and they're not. For some of you, you've been maybe a bit complacent with your work. Maybe you're feeling a bit frustrated. Maybe you want to see the result of your efforts, because it looks like you've been working very hard at something. You're very disciplined, or this is something that maybe your guides are trying to encourage you to do, to get some type of discipline about you having to do with whatever this is with work. I see a birth of a child here, a male child. I think that this child is very gifted. I think that your child might have some type of psychic ability. Or this is you, Capricorn. I think you were born with this. I think that there's some self-doubts that maybe you're dealing with, and some emotional burdens that maybe you're carrying. Okay, especially this card here having to do with pain. This could definitely, like I said, be pain in your body. But I really do feel like for some of you, with this Three of Swords being right next to it, this is emotional pain that you're dealing with. You're dealing with some self-doubts, maybe with a calling that you have, or maybe something that maybe you want to do professionally. Maybe you feel pulled in a different direction when it comes to your work. And maybe that's something that's a bit frightening and a bit off-putting, because it looks like you have a lot of anxiety about something. You might have some anxiety about your money situation, because I did start off the reading talking about maybe you have some cash flow issues. So I think that that might be something that's frustrating you. Again, you're putting in a lot of effort and you want to see results on your effort. Yeah, your privacy. I talked about gossip, and I did talk about somebody hacking or trying to get a hold of some information. It's like somebody's using trickery to get this information, trying to get you to trust them so that you give up this information to them. Maybe you write music. Random side note. This could be a hobby. Maybe this is something that you do professionally. Like I said, it feels like you do something with a lot of excellence. But you feel like you have no privacy, and you feel like there's like people are being dishonest about you, saying things about you that are not real, that are not true. And I think that you're going to find a way to get peace of mind about whatever this is that's creating some self-doubts for you. And for some of you, it has something to do with your gift that maybe you have doubts about. It feels like you've been chosen to do something. And I feel like there's some type of particular goal that you have. And I feel like you're going to surpass that goal. But I think that you might need to get past some type of anxiety or self-doubt or fear. And put this in the background, Capricorn, because I do see pettiness and jealousy in the background. I see some type of travel plans coming up. Maybe this is you going on some type of, I hear excursion, but I feel like this might be some type of road trip that maybe you're taking. Maybe this is you maybe going to see someone. Reconnecting with people that you haven't seen in a while. You've got to be an activist of some type, because it looks like it comes up more than once. Anyway, I feel like money is going to be better for you, okay? If you can find the wherewithal to get this discipline that's needed to move forward. And block out these distractions. It feels like there's some type of debt that maybe you're concerned about this week. So there might be some emotional debt or some type of financial debt. If this is a karmic debt where someone has wronged you in some type of way, we saw the apology, right? There could definitely be someone that's coming to give you sincere apologies about something. But for a lot of you, this is financial debt that's really hanging over your head. And I feel like maybe you might be making some plans to maybe take care of some obligations that you have. Financial obligations. I feel like you're going to be clearing some debts, because it does feel like whatever you're putting your energy into, it's going to yield some financial results for you, some positive ones. Definitely have somebody stepping out on your relationship, because I see love relationships being an issue this week. Like I said, singles, it feels like somebody's really flirting with you this week. Or this might be something that's coming up. And like I said, it feels as though someone is in a relationship. Somebody could be buying you a drink. You got a Cancerian here. It's a water sign. Very flattering. This person might be. I think that even though this is like maybe somebody new that you've met, this feels like this is possibly that they come on the same way. They come on pretty strong, right? Honestly, it feels like somebody is trying to get you in bed. They don't want a traditional relationship, singles. I think that you might meet this person in a casual setting, the club, a coffee shop. Like I did say, somebody might be buying you a drink of some type. Cup of coffee. Yeah, somebody's asking you out. And I think somebody's really trying very hard to impress you. I think this person, you have a lot of fun with them. It's like you're a kid again all over with this person. And I think you might have a very memorable date with this person. But see, this person, something that you don't see about them, it doesn't mean that it's a deal breaker. But I do see somebody with ego issues. And I do see that maybe somebody, yeah, they're taking you out to eat, possibly. I think you might have a second date with this person. I think somebody's really trying to show you their romantic side. And you might feel like you have a lot of similar interests with this person. And I think that you might fall for this person kind of quickly. This is where I feel like your guides are trying to alert you to some things. Because like I did say, somebody has ego issues. They could be a bit controlling. In other words, you're attracted to this person like at first glance. They look good, they smell good, they give you good conversations. That's what I mean. You feel pulled in by this person. But the thing is, like I said, somebody's just trying to sleep with you. Like this is not a long-term relationship. And what it is, if it feels as though somebody's trying to keep things casual until they figure out what's going on with their ex. Because it does feel like there is someone that they're in separation from, possibly somebody that they have children with. They might be thinking about returning to that situation, and you turn out just to be a pastime for this person. Meanwhile, you're getting to know them. You might be falling in love, but again, somebody does not want a traditional relationship. In the background of your situation, what you don't see is they might be trying to reconcile with their ex. Or this could be you. You might have second thoughts about this. Or somebody is at a crossroads. Somebody might, genuinely think that they're ready to date. Something might happen that causes somebody to really, think about their ex, or whatever, their ex kind of pops up out of nowhere. And that causes them to maybe wonder about what could have been. Somebody's still wrapped up in their ex. And it doesn't mean that this person might do this to you intentionally. It could be circumstances or whatever. Like I said, they didn't expect for this person to pop up, but they kind of did. And that might create some trust issues between you and this person, building on maybe what you thought that you guys were trying to create. But really, in the background of your situation, somebody doesn't or did not really want something serious. Like I said, you're falling in love. What they're feeding you is a mystery. And what you might not, you see nut right here. So that's what I mean. Somebody's mentally unstable. These might be some things that you don't see about the situation, but the point is, it feels like somebody's not being honest about their true intentions for some of you. And I think that somebody might feel like they made a lot of mistakes with their past person. They might even bring them up in conversation and might be pretending that they don't care about this past person. You know, but I think that somebody is completely capping. They're lying. Especially if this is you, Capricorn, somebody might really still be in love with you. Because I definitely see that somebody is still in love with their ex. Sleeping with someone else. But, you know, not really wanting to make a firm commitment. Or for some of you, this person that's coming back into the picture, an ex of yours, Capricorn Nation. For some of you, this is just somebody that's coming to sleep with you. They might be in a relationship, and that might be something that they're not telling you. But I promise you, the point is somebody's not being honest. They're intentionally leaving out some very important information. There's a Leo here for sure. This might be a Leo that we're talking about. Yeah, you might feel honestly like you're in love, but it feels like you're in lust. Or that's how they feel. They feel like this person might be really good in bed. You might really enjoy whatever they have to offer, but this feels like this is somebody that brings you on an emotional roller coaster, and they might kind of ghost you out of nowhere. Now, if you're on the other side of this situation, that might give you a backstory as to why this person kind of ghosted you or stopped talking to you. It's because they were not serious. They were not looking for a serious relationship. They were looking for a hookup. They were looking for a for right now thing. Yeah? Somebody could have been very attracted to your beauty, or they are, but there's somebody else in the background. Trust and believe. For some of you, that's the case. Or for some of you, they're married. Or they're in a long-term relationship already, and they're not telling you up front that they're in a relationship. They just see you. They feel like you look good, and they're just trying to get you in bed. There's no love attached to this. There's no love here. They're not looking to make a long-term love connection. This could be somebody that travels a lot. This could even be somebody in the public eye. I don't know. That's somebody's story here. See, it's like this person is just coming to seduce you. What other thing, Holy Spirit? Did you lose somebody? I promise you that just makes me wonder, did you lose someone? This might be the anniversary of somebody's passing. Somebody could have passed away from an intentional death. Somebody's a cutter. Somebody self-harms. I'm trying to be delicate with the way that I word things. So I hope you get what I mean. Somebody's in a lot of emotional pain. That's what I mean. It feels like somebody is emotionally unstable for that reason. Somebody is confused, in a state of confusion right now. Or this is a big question mark over the way that somebody passed. Maybe there's not a whole bunch of information about this, or you feel like you don't have all of the information that you need about maybe how somebody passed away. Somebody passed away in a fire. I see that. Could be a car accident. Somebody could have been... Goodness, I don't want to go into so many details. Holy Spirit, what are you telling me about this? What needs to be said? It's like somebody feels like they have a lot of regret about not expressing how they feel to someone. I also see, while I see it, it's unrelated, but side note here, somebody's breaking into your house looking for information. I see that. And somebody's house is a crime scene. I'm also seeing teeth. Like you might need to go you might notice that your teeth are falling out. I'm about to call you Scorpio. That's what that means, or murder. Somebody passed away in a fire or an explosion or all of a sudden. And there might be some confusion about somebody's death. I also want to say that Capricorn, maybe you've been in a near-death experience. It's so random. I think you might see a lot of birds around you. And I definitely feel like there's a departed one that's around you. I think that there's some type of grief that you're coping with. Or maybe this is your guide saying take the time that you need to grieve. Because it really does look like you're grieving. If you see there's tears on her face, I think you're grieving somebody's passing. Or maybe you haven't yet fully processed your grief. I think somebody may have passed that had a really strong influence over you. And I definitely feel like this person is giving you some type of a visit. Somebody might feel like you have unfinished business, and this could be something. It could be something figurative that's haunting you, or this is somebody literal that's coming to you to give you some type of message. And this person is definitely saying thank you. You're getting a thank you message from this person. Especially if you did some things in honor of this person after they died. That's what this communicator is about. This card that says communicator. I think that this is you. Maybe you are a psychic medium. Maybe you communicate with the dead. Maybe this is something that you're having some self-doubts about your ability to do that. Because I definitely feel like you're tapping into a gift. I definitely feel like you're awakened. And that's what I was saying in the beginning. Somebody's jealous of you because you're awoke. You definitely are somebody that's able to tap into higher realms. Yeah, somebody from jail might be communicating with you, reaching out to you. You might get a message from this person. You're definitely getting a message about a house. Okay, because I definitely see a relocation when it comes to your home. I definitely see that somebody around you is moving kind of funny. They come to you like they're a friend, but they're really an enemy. There's a wolf in sheep's clothing someplace around you. This person is moving like they're a friend, but they're really an enemy. So definitely be mindful of what's around you, who's around you, especially possibly around your home. Because like we talked about at the top of the reading, somebody is watching you. There could be somebody that could potentially, possibly be trying to do some type of bodily harm or steal from you, your home, your car. Because I see some type of home invasion in this reading. Again, it's not for everyone, but it's for somebody. Somebody needs to hear that as a warning to be mindful of their surroundings. Holy Spirit, what is the advice that you have for the Capricorn nation in closing? Surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So, whatever this is about being stubborn, this could be somebody being stubborn toward you. There could be somebody that wants to communicate with you, but they're going to play games. Somebody's hurt. It's not necessarily that they're playing games, but it could be that this is their defense mechanism. They're hurt. And so maybe they're avoiding a conversation with you. You know, it feels like things might get kind of tense between the two of you, or they have been kind of tense in the past. And it could be things have been kind of tense in the past. It could be that this person is maybe trying to avoid some type of drama or conflict. Negative thinking. It could be that maybe somebody is thinking negatively, that maybe this conversation that they want to have with you is going to go wrong, or it's going to go left. When negative thoughts arise, experience the feelings behind them and shift to a larger, more compassionate perspective. So maybe this is just a chance to maybe shift your perspective on things. I think somebody might want you to shift your perspective on things. This person is stubborn. The other one is defensive. Stubborn because they're hurt, right? This is why they're not reaching out. This is why they're not saying anything. And yeah, somebody feels like they may need to defend themselves. A defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate more in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. There's definitely breakdowns in communication this week, or that might be brought up again. You had a difficult time communicating with someone in the past, and that's what I mean. Somebody still has a lot of anger and is healing over something that was said or done, while the other person's intentions is to come and try to resolve something with you because they're tormented and anguished over maybe something that they said. But for others of you, somebody is tormented and anguished over the way that they felt about the way somebody moved or some things that they did say. Somebody could be losing sleep over this. Or this is you not finding balance with your schedule and you're not getting the rest that you need. To prevent burnout, we talked about that at the top of the reading. Are you feeling burnt out because you're overworking yourself, overcommitting yourself to something here? Pushing past pain. Maybe you have some type of an injury, or you know what I mean? You're not giving yourself the breaks that you need because, again, it could be pressure. It could be deadlines that's really on you. Because I think that you're a prisoner of your work. Your schedule. To prevent burnout, slow down. That's why they gave me that song again. They do want you to slow down, Capricorn. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. This could be maybe why you're feeling unwell, because you're not giving yourself enough time to slow down. It feels like, again, you're chasing the dollar. Again, this week, Capricorn Nation, your guides are saying you can't take it with you. You can't take this money with you to the grave. So slow down. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. You got a lot of responsibilities, but it feels like, it's up to you what you do with these 24 hours. But if this is you have illness and, you something's plaguing you mentally, you got to take the time that you need. It could be your negative thinking that's keeping you from taking time off of work or whatever this is. Putting all this pressure on yourself to be successful. Because it looks like, you got kids, you have family, you have responsibilities. Holy Spirit, what is the advice? Final word of advice for the Capricorn Nation for this week. Ask a dream for guidance. Dreams offer wisdom beyond logic. Tonight, ask a question before bed. In the morning, write down a dream and look for the answer. We talked about a deceased loved one that's definitely connecting with you in the dream world. This individual, this spirit that is around you is definitely telling you to center yourself. They're going to be giving you... I think this person wants you to move on from the pain that this connection. It's like it's difficult for you to let go. Anyway, I think that this is you asking your dreams for guidance. And I definitely feel as though your guides are going to respond with a message to you in your dreams. Your guides are saying, write things down. I was saying that there's communication issues between you and this person. Your guides are saying, surrender stubbornness, surrender defensiveness. It may be necessary for you to do that in order to see the other person's point of view about something. Because I promise you, for some of you, this is a child that really needs to be heard. They might be frustrated. They may feel like they just need some type of guidance, but they're in a lot of emotional pain. Or this is you, Capricorn. This is you with your inner child. Somebody wants to be heard this week. Capricorn Nation. Priorities. Yeah. I think you're going to be prioritizing your family, your children, your health. Whatever you put on the back burner, I think you're going to be picking that up. Yeah. Somebody wants you to listen this week. They want you to listen and see things from their perspective. This could definitely be you possibly getting an outside opinion from maybe a professional about your relationship, about how to see eye to eye or gain more understanding with a partner or a relationship that doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It is time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. You can move in whatever direction you need to achieve your goals. There's been something that has possibly been holding you up, keeping you from moving. It could be your finances. It could be outside circumstances. Whatever this is, it feels like now you're going to be able to move or make the moves that you need to make. Your guides are telling you, get out there, Capricorn. If there's something that you want to achieve, I think that your guides are saying that they're telling you, pay attention to your dreams. I mean, that's all over this reading. This week is going to be absolutely necessary for you to block out those distractions so that you can focus on what's a priority. Yeah, this might be you going on some type of hiatus, going out by yourself, enjoying the silence. Yes, you're going someplace quiet to think this week. And that might be something that might bring some type of positive change. Or this is somebody bringing you a peace offering. Because I promise you, there's somebody that wants to resolve something with you by communicating. Somebody that hasn't communicated with you in a while. Their intention is to bring about some positive change for some of you. Yeah, your guides are saying the priority is yourself. You can't give from an empty cup. You got to take the time that you need to nurture yourself. To get centered. To help you, get aligned with what's coming up next. Okay, because again, what's coming up next is something positive. But it's all about divine timing, because that's what your guys are trying to get you to see or to recognize about your situation. If something hasn't played out yet, your guys are saying it's about divine timing. Divine timing may have shown up at this time. Yep, meditation. They want you to get in peace about something. Have peace. Again, go someplace silent to think. And above all else, forgive yourself. Because I think that you might be dwelling a lot this week on the past. Beating up on yourself. Don't become a hostage to the past by berating yourself for your choices. Make amends, forgive your own shortcomings, and keep moving forward toward a positive future. That's what I mean. It feels like I'm hearing the old me is dead and gone. This feels like this is who you used to be, right? Maybe you used to be very aggressive. Maybe you feel a lot of guilt about maybe having hurt someone or said something in anger, taking out your anger on someone. Whatever the case is, it feels like now your guys want you to move forward from this. Capricorn Nation, I didn't say Virgo, right? Capricorn Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope that this reading helped Capricorn Nation. You found it a day, Cap Nation, give it a thumbs up. Consider subbing to my channel if you already haven't. And if you do decide to sub to my channel, make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you do not miss whenever I upload a new video for your sign or somebody that you're cross-watching for. Thank you, Capricorn Nation, for tuning in this week. Have a peaceful, loving week. I will see y'all next week, Capricorn Nation.